Hello and thank you for joining me for your daily reading. So today we are going to be focused on self-love. So you can already tell by that particular title as to whether or not this is going to be your reading today. Also, I do have to say the cards that I'm using, because I always get questions, what decks am I using? I used to put all the information in my description box, but no one ever read the description box, which is fine. It's fine. So I'm using the Ethereal Alchemist Tarot deck, the Divine Initiation Oracle. These two are both independently published, and the information on where you can purchase these decks is going to be in my link below. So that's what we're using. I'm also going to be using the Spiritual AF deck at the end of the read for a bit more of a light-hearted energy injection right before we close out, okay? Right, so that's the decks that we're going to be using. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff, okay? All the interaction on my channel, it genuinely does help to push the messages out to others who are needing to hear the messages as well, okay? Right, so self-love tarot, learning to honor yourself. Okay, what's going on? Now, I do feel it necessary to actually cut this deck today. Right, so switching out the camera so that you can see all of these beautiful cards. How you see yourself currently. That's the Three of Cups. Why you don't prioritize your own needs, the Ten of Swords. How you can show yourself that you are worthy, the Page of Swords. How you can be more authentic, the Nine of Swords. Something that you're needing to surrender, release, let go of, the Knight of Cups. The Ten of Pentacles is coming out in the position of something that you're needing to acknowledge, and a message from your spirit guides, the Ten of Cups, which is going to be combined with a card at the bottom of the deck, the Seven of Wands. Okay. Messages from your spirit guides. Right. So, your first message from your spirit guides, that's the Seven of Wands. It's very challenging energy, okay? It can indicate that you have spent a long time trying to justify yourself to others. I'll tell you what I'll do. Instead of picking up the whole deck, I'll just pick up the one. I'll be smart and hold it up for you to see. Okay, so you spent a long time basically trying to justify yourself to other people, probably over-explain yourself to individuals who quite frankly don't care, okay? And it's caused a bit of resentment here with this particular Seven of Wands, is how I feel that this energy is coming out. Especially with the fact you've got these mountains there in the background. I'm just getting distracted. I'm being stalked by one of my cats. It's a strange feeling. She's sitting on the end of the bed, staring at me with big moon eyes. You know they moon eyes they get when they're about to jump on you or do something really naughty. Yeah, it's that. So I'm a little bit on edge at the moment. If you hear me suddenly yell, you're going to know what's happened. Right, so let's get back on track. With the mountains, yes, the mountains in the background. There's challenges and challenging times. It's obstacles. It's maybe having to take a detour as well. So I feel that your first message from your spirit guides here is, look, put the opinions of other people to the side, okay? You see, you're going to be asking, where are the wands in this deck? Where are they? They're there on the sides, see? Put the opinions of others to the side. Forget about the opinions of others. And in fact, you've also got the waning gibbous moon there, okay? That's about introspect. You've got to turn inwards. Think about, what are your goals? What is it that you're grateful for? Or what is it that you should be grateful for? Your waning gibbous moon is all about relaxing, accepting, regroup. Okay? It's taking that pause, that temporary pause. Now you can see where a river used to be, but a river is there no longer. Something's dried up, okay? Because now it's just like a sandy bed, but it's obvious that there used to be a river there. So Spirit's telling you, when you put your focus on other people, that's going to be a wasted effort. Okay, that's why they're telling you to put their opinions to the side, regroup, go within, and approach this situation slowly and carefully. And you've got the Nine of Cups that was hidden underneath this Seven of Wands. Nine of Cups is that feeling that you get inside of, yeah, I did a good job. You know, it's that inner peace. Okay. That's what you're trying to accomplish here. You're trying to accomplish inner peace, and Spirit's telling you loud and clear, you will never accomplish that inner peace, that's why it was hidden, if your emphasis and your focus is on the opinions of others. Okay? That is as clear as Spirit could possibly make it. Right? Now, how you see yourself, the Three of Cups. You see yourself as a good friend, an ally, an advocate for those who are needing one. You probably even see yourself as one who will always and forever stand up for the underdog. Okay, it's a very noble, friendly energy. So you do see yourself as, it's a very sociable energy as well, the Three of Cups. You see yourself as someone who has a lot to give, who has a lot to say, and that you have been a very, very good and loyal friend to others. However, that loyalty and good friendship, it's not always been reciprocated from the other side, has it? It hasn't. It hasn't. Because you're questioning, would I ever have done that to another person? And the answer's no. The answer's no. And that's why betrayal hurts so bad. Because it's something that you would never ever have dreamed of doing to another person. Okay? You do see yourself as someone who tries their best as well with that Three of Cups. So you will be pleased to hear that your own opinion of yourself is not completely negative, that's good. That's a really good place to start, okay? It means that you've already got a lot to work with, and you know that you've got a lot to work with. That's why it's coming out as the Three of Cups, okay? You know that you're skilled, you're talented, that you are lovable, that you are giving and caring. It's also very empathic energy as well, it can be, right? Now, the downsides to the Three of Cups is competition with others. It could be someone betrayed you in favour of another and left you feeling like crap about yourself, left you feeling like you weren't good enough for whatever reason. Say, for example, if you were cheated on, somehow that person that you were cheated on with is somehow, quote unquote, better than you. You've got to keep in mind with situations like that, if someone has cheated on you, they've cheated on you with an individual who has got much lower standards than you do. Okay? That's not me trying to make you feel better. That's the God's honest truth. Okay? So hold on to that. Right? Furthermore, you shouldn't really be putting yourself in competition with other people anyway. Okay? Ten of Swords. That's why you're not prioritizing your own needs. That goes hand in hand with literally what I just said about the whole betrayal thing. Okay. I am understanding this particular energy as ancient history. This is why I stopped wearing my nails the last time. Yay! Yeah, you probably would have noticed I've not been wearing my nails for months and months and months, because I was getting irritated with not being able to pick up my cards. Last week I was like, I quite fancy putting my nails back on again, and completely forgot the reason why I stopped wearing them the last time round. I'm currently being reminded. Anyway, let's get back on topic. Ancient history, that's what I was saying, isn't it? The monument in the background, the ancient monument, yeah? There is actually something here. Your past traumas, your past betrayals, that you might have thought you would work through. And you have worked through a lot of your past betrayals and traumas. You have done an excellent, excellent job of, making sense of everything, making sure that these traumas are not controlling you the way that trauma can. Okay, purple on that sword, right? So you have been doing the work, okay? There is something here that you would consider as being part of ancient history for you that is actually overshadowing black swords, overshadowing how you are not prioritizing your own needs. And it's a message of worthiness. And now my throat has just started going really quite icky. So it's something, it's something that you wouldn't like to admit to yourself. And the reason why you wouldn't like to admit that a certain trauma is actually still casting this dark cloud over you and stopping you from prioritizing your own needs is because you're trying your damnedest not to have that trauma take any power away from you. So you probably will never speak on what it is, okay, but you know exactly what it is. For you, it's no secret. But when other people look at you, they'd never know. Basically, they would never know that particular incident of your life was ever a thing, okay? Because you certainly don't demonstrate it externally, okay? Which again is amazing, because honestly, there's nothing worse, is there? And you would have come across them in your day-to-day life. People who project their traumas externally and metaphorically bleed over everyone else. There is nothing worse. Perpetual victims, right? Am I right? You know I'm right. You've met them before. You've had them try and screw up your own life before. And that actually comes from a place of entitlement, but I digress. That's going off on a bit of a tangent. Let's get back on topic. You're not prioritizing your own needs because you feel somewhat undeserving. Okay. Somewhat undeserving because of that past trauma. Someone made you feel like you were being greedy or selfish by you needing to take care of your own needs. You can see that that's a dry, barren land. Okay. Nothing's going to grow there. It's empty. So when you have to take care of your own needs, it makes you feel empty. There's false guilt attached to this energy, that you're needing to surrender that false guilt. Okay. When you take care of your own needs, you're then going to be able to take care of others. Okay. And at the moment, because you're not taking care of your own needs, and do not try and tell me that you are taking care of your own needs, because the atmosphere of this card is telling me the stark opposite. If you were genuinely taking care of your own needs, that would be a lush river with greenery and foliage and trees and sunshine. Yeah? That's the energy that would be coming forward if you genuinely were taking care of your own needs. You're putting in a good effort. I can see you're putting in a good effort, but it's not enough. You've got to prioritize your own needs a damn sight more. And that does not make you selfish, okay? The issue is you're trying so hard not to become like the people who traumatized you. So they're saying here that there needs to be a balance with everything, okay? You're not going to turn into those people who traumatized you by taking care of your own needs, right? They traumatized you because their needs were greater than everybody else's. And that's why they ended up traumatizing other people. You're not going to let that pendulum swing too far in that direction, but the issue is your pendulum has swung too much in the opposite direction, where you're refusing point blank to take care of your own needs out of fear of becoming like those others, okay? It comes down to this feeling of, I don't deserve, fill in the blank here, okay? Whatever it is that you're telling yourself that you don't deserve, you absolutely do deserve. You do deserve to take care of yourself. By whatever means you feel that resonates for you, okay? For some people, that's going to involve taking one day off work a week. Okay, for others it could mean buying yourself that nice shirt or that nice dress without feeling guilty for doing so. For others it could just mean meditating for 20 minutes. It's going to mean so many different things for so many different people, because everybody has got the right to process their trauma in a way that is healthy, in a way that they decide that that's how they're going to process whatever that trauma is, okay? For some it's going to be more internal work, for others it could be more materialistic, you know, oh, I quite fancy painting my nails. Do you know what I mean? It could literally be anything. Page of Swords is coming out in how you can show yourself, how you can demonstrate to yourself that you are worthy, is to do more research, is to investigate, okay? And funnily enough, you're going from the ancient monument that's basically broken to a rebuilt structure. How cool is that? How cool is that symbology coming through for your read? Picking up the metaphorical bricks that have fallen down and rebuilding your life in your own image with the fallen down bricks or rocks or stones, whatever the frick it was that they used to make their buildings. Yeah? You know where it is that I'm going with that metaphor. Okay? They're saying you can rebuild, and you will rebuild, and you should rebuild. And that's how you're going to demonstrate to yourself that you are worthy. And then you can step back and look in awe at the life that you have built and admire it. Okay? Putting in the work, putting in the self-work. That's how you're going to demonstrate to yourself that you're worthy. How you can be more authentic, Nine of Swords. It's a nightmare card, which is a strange message for you to get. So being more authentic basically means the freedom of self-expression without fear of criticism, okay? Without fear of being rejected. It's that freedom to be you, to be different, without taking on the harsh judgments and painful words of other people. Okay. Now, I feel that it's necessary for me to clarify that energy so that I can pull more messages for that one. Because I do feel strongly that there's a lot more that wants to come out of that particular Nine of Swords. Okay, like the person in the card is basically isolated, but it feels like they could be isolating themselves. Are you isolating yourself somewhat out of fear of what other people might say? Can you clarify this Nine of Swords for how our collective can be more authentic, please? Yeah, there's a complete opposite energy that's coming out. The Eight of Wands. Quick decisions, quick movement, being swift, being decisive, taking action on your ideas, taking action on your dreams. It's you moving your life forward through that decisive action. There's negative thoughts here as well that for some is actually debilitating with this Nine of Swords. So perhaps it might be worth you writing down your debilitating negative thoughts in a secret book somewhere that nobody will ever see, no one will ever find, just as that you've got a place to temporarily put all of these debilitating negative thoughts, because those thoughts are stopping you from taking the necessary action, the necessary direction towards you rebuilding your life here in your own image. Okay. Something that you're needing to surrender, release, let go of, that's the Knight of Cups. So definitely try not to overly romanticize people and situations. Okay. While it's great to basically see the good in others and give everyone a fair chance, that is admirable and correct. However, try not to invent the good in others. Okay, especially if you're dealing with a certain person who you know there is no good to be found. Okay, try not to appeal to their better nature, because in that situation their better nature does not actually exist. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm talking about. There is no way on this planet that a Knight of Cups would come out in the category of something that you're needing to surrender, release, let go of, if this wasn't about overly romanticizing people, places, and or situations. Okay, positive thinking, yes, absolutely, but don't forget to be realistic also. Okay. Again, healthy balance is literally what my entire channel is all about, okay? Everything needs to be in balance, everything. If you were hoping that another individual was all of a sudden going to start treating you correctly, treating you with love and respect that you absolutely do deserve, and they're not doing it, and if you're like, well, maybe one day, maybe if I do this, that, and the next, maybe then they'll start treating me right, that's what you need to let go of. That's why Spirit's saying you're overly romanticizing that person, and you have to stop doing that, because that is not healthy. When other people treat you badly, that's a reflection of who they are. Okay, they're not actually saying anything about you at all. They're not saying, oh, I'm treating you badly because you don't deserve to be treated good. No, they're actually saying, I'm a bad person, that's why I'm treating you badly. Okay? You can't fix people. You can't force them to start treating you with respect. You can't force people to start treating you like a decent human being. They're either going to treat you that way or they're not. And any input on your part is not going to have them change their mind. They're literally telling you who they are. So you must not, under any circumstances, overly romanticize anybody. I know how harsh that sounds. If I weren't to speak the truth, then I shouldn't be doing tarot. I know there's plenty of them out there that would, you know, put more of a positive spin on this or whatever, you know, for the clicks, for the views. That's not why I'm here. Okay? So if at any point in time I sound like I'm being harsh, I can only apologize for that. That's not really my intent. My intent is purely just to give the messages as straight and as honest as I possibly can. Okay? Some of yous have been romanticizing another person or a situation, and you've got to really honestly look at the reality of the situation. Is this situation giving to me? Is this person making me feel bad about myself? Or are they actually contributing to my growth? Okay, only you can answer that one. Only you. The 10 of Pentacles or the 10 of Coins, this is something that you're needing to acknowledge. You need to acknowledge that you're more than capable. More than capable. I mean, I think that's a tulip, isn't it? It's a golden tulip. I mean, talk about symbology, right? I think I should really, really quickly stretch over and quickly Google the spiritual meaning of a tulip. Obviously, with it being golden, that's something very, very precious. It's something that has a lot of value. So you're being told that you are precious. You do have value. And anybody who is not going to see that within you, well, that's basically their loss. Okay, right, so let's take a look. Tulips have many spiritual meanings, including rebirth. So they are about rebirth, they're about hope and healing, they're about compassion and solace. They're about the fleeting nature of life. Because the tulips have a short blooming time. That would symbolize the importance of living in the moment. They're also symbols of love and are given to new love interests. They're symbols for charity, forgiveness, cheerfulness, and hope. So there's a lot that, you know, there's a lot to unpack with the tulip symbology, right? And the fact that this one is golden as well. I mean, for some, perhaps it is time for you to move on from a certain individual and find new love elsewhere with someone who is going to honor, love, and respect you. If you're in a situation where you're not receiving that honor, love, and respect, yeah? Rebirth, rebuilding, which is what we've been talking about here. Rebuilding is technically a rebirth. And not to mention, it's the 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of Coins, one of your Apex cards. In fact, you've got 2 of the Apex cards out here, because you've also got the 10 of Cups as well, which is completion in love. It's feeling safe, happy, secure. That's the second message from your spirit guides. You are entitled to love and peace and authenticity. That literally, the combination of these 2 Apex cards, it's your birthright. It is your birthright. To be loved, appreciated, and respected, and to give that to another. Okay. You're needing to acknowledge that you are more than worthy. Right, let's take a look at a healing message for you guys. Can you have a healing message for our collective, please? Water initiation. Yeah. So the energy of water, that's about your feelings, your emotions. It's also spirituality and soul energy. So like soul growth. Okay, right, it's number 7. So this one says, the water initiation symbolizes our emotions, feelings, sensitivity, creativity, creativity and intuition. It is the inner journey of deep exploration, emotional healing, and spiritual growth. Water encourages us to move with the flow of life and open our heart to explore new possibilities. This is also a card of joy, love, and contentment. It represents family, community, and connection. When you receive this card in a reading, it suggests that an ideal situation has been achieved. There is a feeling of having found a place of safety and inner peace to retreat to after a time of turmoil. So if you're not feeling that you're at that place right now, you soon will be, okay? Every aspect of our reality is in alignment in the most harmonious way, from your home environment to your career, your social life, and your overall health and well-being. You're a part of a supportive and loving unity of souls that have your best interests at heart. So again, if you feel that you're not a part of that particular community that does have your best interests at heart, please do be rest assured that that particular community does exist and it is out there and it is waiting for you, ready to find them. Okay? Feel safe in knowing that you can count on those around you to provide you with love, inner standing, and encouragement should you ever need their guidance while navigating life's challenges. Your openness and willingness to give and receive love will help foster deeper connections, allowing you to create a strong support system that will stand the test of time. Your initiation. As water is a life-giving element and a symbol of renewal, you're being encouraged to cleanse and purify your mind, body, and spirit through the transformative power of water. Water can be used to increase one's spiritual awareness and intuitive abilities. Having a bath or shower with intention can help us to connect deeper to spirit. It can also be a beautiful way to stay present and grateful. Taking a few moments each day to breathe deeply and focus on the water cascading over your body can be incredibly healing. Okay, salt baths is also a really good one for cleansing. And then your affirmation that comes with this card is, I give thanks to the element of water for intuition, creativity, fluidity, and change. Thank you for showing me how to trust in a state of flow and unconditional love. Thank you for teaching me how to cleanse and release that which no longer serves a purpose. Thank you for allowing me to tap into my emotions and feel deeply into my heart. When the waters get rough, I trust in myself enough to let go of the need to control the waves, and I will learn to ride the waves instead. Yeah. Beautiful. Oh, okay, so I mean, that card was fairly self-explanatory. I do love those types of decks where it explains itself so well that if I was to try and add on to it, you know, I think I'd just end up repeating everything that they've already just said, you know. So I don't always go on and give an additional explanation for that card, especially not when it's already done such a beautiful job of explaining itself. But yeah, so let's pull one of your naughty cards. Okay, so you've got thou shalt not judge because thou hast fucked up before too. When you see yourself thinking that someone's a real asshole, take a moment and contemplate all of the times that you've done exactly what they're doing. Maybe it was a different flavour of assholeness, but it was still assholey. Check yourself, people will like you more. Most importantly, you'll like you more too. Ah, okay. So, as we've already covered about a certain betrayal that you would never, ever, ever have done to another person, but it happened to you, obviously, don't include that kind of situation, that, extent of situation where another person has basically tried to destroy you here. Of course, you would never try and destroy another person. This is more to do with sort of day-to-day people making mistakes, okay? Again, with that pendulum swing, make sure that you're not having that pendulum swing too much in the way of everybody has to be 100% perfect 100% of the time, because that's just not going to be possible, okay? So try not to judge yourself too harshly. Try not to judge others too harshly. Unless, keep it within context, right? It's all about recognizing any ways that you might have been assholey to someone, okay? It's just to keep on checking in with yourself and making sure that you're not being assholey to others, okay? But yeah, that is the message that I have for you guys today. I genuinely hope that that reading has been helpful to someone. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you did like it and you're wanting to see more. All interaction on my channel, it genuinely does help to push the messages out to others who are needing to hear it as well, okay? If you need to book a private reading with me, that information is going to be found in my description box below, as will the information on where you can purchase these particular tarot and oracle cards as well. The direct link for that is also down in my description. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.